Well, good morning, everyone. Happy week 5. I hope you are doing well. This week is one of my favorite assignments, and I think that this assignment is something that can help you throughout your teaching career. It's looking at an ethical framework, and it's talking to you about the different lenses that you look through ethical problems at, and it gives you a set of questions that you logically work through to look at a situation that you may be struggling with at school. And so I think you're really going to enjoy doing this assignment. Like I said, it's one of my favorites, and it's something that I used often. So if you're looking at the assignment for this week, it's assignment number 3, a framework for ethical decision making. And you'll note when you go into the written directions for the assignment, it says, think of an ethical dilemma you have faced in your professional career. Using the framework for ethical decision making at the bottom of the web page, analyze the dilemma. In written format, answer each of the 10 guided questions within the framework. You're going to find these questions at the very bottom of the page, and you can just copy and paste them onto your document and then answer them from there. And then it says in a 2 to 3 page paper, also share your reflection. So you're going to answer these questions and you're going to reflect on answering these questions in this 2 to 3 page paper. You're going to share this reflection. And remember, you are reflecting about the process, not the dilemma itself. What did you learn from going through this process? Would you recommend this framework to others? Could this framework be implemented in a school or classroom setting, and explain your thinking? So I'm looking to see your guided questions and how you answered and those things. But remember, you are reflecting to me on the process. I used this process for this dilemma, and this is what I learned from this process. This is why I would or wouldn't recommend this framework to others. And could this framework be implemented in a school or classroom setting? And for me, I found this to be fascinating because it works with everything. So when you're looking at the framework, it talks about the 6 ethical lenses that you look through: the rights lens, the justice lens, the utilitarian lens, the common good lens, the virtue lens, the care ethics lens. And you'll notice when you are looking at the lenses, at the very bottom of each paragraph, it says, for further elaboration on this specific lens, please see our essay, and it has essays on each specific lens. And then it's going to tell you how to use the lenses, and then making the decisions. Making good ethical decisions requires a trained sensitivity to ethical issues and a practiced method for exploring the ethical aspects of a decision and weighing the considerations that it should impact our choice of a course of action. And then you're going to go down to the bottom, as I said, and you're going to find a framework for ethical decision making. And you're going to find the questions where you identify the ethical issues, you get the facts, you evaluate alternative actions, choose an option for action and test it, and then implement your decision and reflect on the outcome. Don't wait till the last minute this week to work on this. Take your time over the course of the week to really explore this and understand this. This is a big thing in this class, and this could be a big thing in your profession. And it works for, uh, dealing with troubles between colleagues, between feeling micromanaged by administration, or educators feeling bullied by administration, or students, or parents. I mean, it fits for all stakeholders. And in education, you have to look at all of those things to support the child, to support the student. Everything has to work, like a clock, all the cogs turning. And so I just find this fascinating. The other thing that I wanted to bring up to you, and if you don't subscribe, I subscribe to the New York Times, but if you don't subscribe to the New York Times, you can still look at the old columns of The Ethicist. And I always get a real kick about reading The Ethicist for the New York Times, because he takes on, he's studied and schooled in this, of course, and then he takes on ethical issues that people bring in. And Some of them are funny, some of them are sad, some of them are just interesting. And so I will put a little clip up in the announcements, and you can look at that and add that to your ethical reading. Anyway, so that's what you're going to be working on this week, and please take the time, because it's such smart work, and you want time to absorb it and work on it, and little bits, so that you can really think about this. Developing character and ethic is a lot of thinking and reflecting and looking at our own biases and our own triggers. And as you start writing things down, like, when you're looking at the process of this ethical dilemma you have, you'll start noting where you might have some things, to work on, and acting instead of reacting. And that is something, even at 59, I work on every day in every aspect of my life. This is interesting. I'm having a feeling. Let me take a moment before I just react on someone. And so I think you're really going to enjoy this assignment. Make sure that you follow the rubric, make sure that you follow the format. Remember that I'm going to see within the questions your ethical dilemma that you're working through, but then you are going to be reflecting on the process. So you'll have the questions, you'll have that ethical dilemma you're working on, and then you're going to have this beautiful reflection for me. All right. Okay, so week 5. Let me go back. I just wanted to talk about that first because that is very important to me, and it is one of my favorite assignments. And we have some good clips that you're going to be watching this week. So you're going to be watching a teacher ethics video, and it is related to social media. And would you sacrifice one person to save 5? This is such an interesting, clip. And then you're going to read, of course, the framework for ethical decision making. So enjoy, and I look forward to seeing your group work for week 4 and your discussion boards. And I can't wait to look at what you give me next week. Have a wonderful week 5. Take care. Bye bye.